So, anyways, the Amazing Joe Circus episode 5 on Tidal was released like 3 days ago. So, I want to talk about some of the parts that I keen interest in. But we're going to talk about the characters because mostly this episode it shows a lot of exposure of characters' background story, and basically mostly Ragatha is the most interest I want to talk about because, well, now basically we all saw how at the end of the episode Ragatha like literally, let's just say she tried. At least she tried because at least we can understand her. Like she's trying to help out Pomni instead because we all know how Jax is. But basically, keep in mind, Ragatha is not perfect either, and so does Jax. He's not perfect, okay? Well, Jax is not a good person, mind you, because most of the time we saw him like literally punching everybody around for all the wrong reasons. But basically, what really grinds my gears a little bit, like the people on the internet nowadays take a king on Ragatha like she's mean or something. Like I don't get it. Throughout the entire show so far, Ragatha is just trying to be sane and try to help out Pomni. I know she's not perfect, mind you, but we will get to it. What I mean, okay? Well, basically, um, Ragatha is not like I don't know why people say Ragatha is abusive towards that one scene. Well, we will get to that as well. So basically, as we could go on the part of the stargazing part, as right here.
Maybe she just doesn't want to hang out with someone who's mean to her all the time.
She likes when I'm mean to her, though.
I didn't think you cared about what other people like.
I just... No, yeah, you're right. I don't.
Do you have any actual friends?
Not anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Basically, yeah. At first glance, yeah, Ragatha, what she said was okay. That was a little bit off the line, but it's not. I'm pretty sure she's not meant to be. Well, she did say she's not meant to say that, but it gives give a glimpse of what Jax used to have a friend, but not anymore. But which that really hurted Jax. But come to think of it, like basically, but given what Jax acts and do, I don't know, like what had he done though to like probably push his friend over the line? I don't know. But Ragatha right here, so she's not like that malicious. She just spilled the beans and she didn't mean to. So just like
oh, wait,
yeah.
no, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about that. That wasn't meant to be.
Hmm.
Hey,
Yeah, just like
Peter!
that.
Did you see the fireflies all the way
Yeah,
over
that's
there?
that really stung Jax so badly.
What was that about?
It's nothing. Who cares?
So
Doesn't she get on your nerves sometimes?
I mean, she's nice to everyone.
I don't know. I think she tries way too hard. Like, we're stuck in... Why are you always pretending everything's always fine? Like, if you tell someone they're loved and appreciated every day, it just kind of loses all meaning. It just feels like she's trying to take advantage of you, you know? I don't
well, as you can see here, basically with Ragatha's character, which yeah, she really tries so hard, but I don't. I mean, Jax had a good point, but I don't. Well, there's one disagreement I can is taking advantage because I don't believe Ragatha is that kind of person of taking advantage. She just only try to be positive most of the time. Keep in mind they're all trapped in the amazing digital circus, and even Jax made a good point. And basically, Ragatha pretty much lacks negativity. Now, keep in mind, I'm not really condoning like to be a massive jerk, mind you. But sometimes we as human beings have something like a negative side to it, which Ragatha lacks. And even Jax is mostly negative all the time. He doesn't have that, positivity vibes to him because, as he says, like it doesn't matter. Like, what does it matter? And especially with Ragatha, the reason why she's mostly positive all the time is her background story. As we can see in the bar scene, which basically it tells everybody's backstory, what they are before, and and especially Ragatha. Ragatha is overall, as she says, she grew up in a big household. She talks mostly about horses, so she might have talked about maybe she lives in a farm, but her family, well, let's just say they're not in good terms at all. Like, I think they're like so mean to her, and Ragatha like literally says she's in uh what was that, real estate agent? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure something went down before she was sent into the Amazing Joe Circus. Pretty much, it's not like Pomni like exploring and bounty buildings is like her favorite thing. But what about Ragatha? I kind of wonder what went down. If she's a real estate agent, so it probably makes sense. She also, like, it's real estate agents selling houses, right? And basically, she might have went into the abandoned building where the VR headset and the computer was right there for the Amazing Joe Circus. She might have touched it. So yeah, she dragged herself there, but she didn't even know it. Man, and especially with Ragatha says, I'm pretty sure her family don't miss her. I don't know. That's probably the case. So
Oh, geez, where to start? um, I was born into a fairly wealthy family. We had a large property with horses and chickens, and my mother.
supposedly a farm.
Well, my mother was a lot. I worked in real estate for a bit until I ended up here.
So basically, she did went to a building, the abandoned building, where Pomni says that she likes to explore abandoned buildings. So that's where the Amazing Joe Circus, the game, the VR, and the computer was there. So yeah.
I'm sure she doesn't miss me.
Hmm.
I certainly don't miss the yelling, and the braiding, and guilt tripping.
Yeah.
And the yeah, just kind of a farm girl. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
So and that's why we see Ragatha positive most of the time, because I don't think she doesn't want that psychological effect, like passing down when, like, yeah, that's the most common flaw with parents, yelling at their kids to berate them, some sort of punishment, which also goes into the psychological effect on them as well. Like, I don't condone, excuse that, but but sometimes even then, even they mean well. But I'm not so sure about Ragatha's case with her parents, especially her mother. I don't know what's gonna be, what's this like. What, like, is she like very malicious or stuff like that? And I'm not so sure. But yeah, and basically, as I say, like, Ragatha's just being positive. She's trying hard. She doesn't want to be like her mother, berating her all the time, and so yeah, that's why positivity is all Ragatha needed. But even then, she has the flaws. Okay, she wanted to talks about. I'm pretty sure she holding her negative side, like holding it in, which it also plays it with the flaws, Yeah, so we get to the baseball scene. That's where shit really hits the fans, and this is where I'm so confused why people call Ragatha abusive for that. Like, yeah, she yelled at Pomni, but at the end of the day, when Pomni and Jax, like, all three of them spoke out, basically, Pomni said it's not that big of a deal, like, to let out the negative side of you, because that's what we needed as well. Which I really like that. Like, it shows the realistic side of a human being. Well, you can't say human being when Ragatha and the whole characters are in the game, but they're still humans at the end of the day. So yeah, and as basically, as we've shown this part,
All the time instead, right?
Well, it's better than turning her into some insensitive jerk who deflects everything.
I can think for myself, guys.
Hey, I ain't forcing anything on you.
And then you just act like you never do anything wrong and everybody loves you, when in reality you just f everything up for everyone else.
Okay, let's, like, calm down a bit.
What? You're the one who said it's fine to be a jerk sometimes. Ugh. I'm sorry, Pomni. That wasn't very cool of me.
It's fine.
No
Yeah,
apologies for me? This is so sad.
then again,
I'm sorry, Jax,
I,
for bringing up that thing earlier.
man, I don't know why he did that. Sort of cat, wide cat eyes like that. But yeah, that's where Ragatha, well, basically bring out her negative side a lot. She seems frustrated, and especially this part in this scene right here. Basically, people pointed out the subtle glitch side of it, and I thought, first of all, I thought that it probably be an animation error, but so far further research that I think one of the crews says that this is not an animation error at all. It's like a subtle thing, which we will get to that a bit later about Ragatha's sanity. So as we can see here, right there, you see, I saw it. I know I don't have the best footage, but I just saw a subtle like glitching right there on her hair, or I don't know, yeah, and basically, which that really tells me something that Ragatha is losing her sanity, which I kind of question, like, is Ragatha is about to be abstracted next? If so, then, oh boy, I wonder how it goes. Because at the end of the episode, we can see, well, Jack showing Pomni something at the end, and basically we saw Ragatha watching them in the distance. There she is, and pretty much it basically tells that Ragatha really tries, and I feel bad for her. And ignore that mannequin thing, okay? But we will talk about that too. But yeah, basically, Ragatha tried, okay? I do feel for her, and she tried so hard, and basically, I think it meant to her that all that positive forced positivity, like it's not like she's done out of malice. She's trying to help Pomni. That at the end of the day, but I think she was forcing herself too hard, and I'm basically thinking that she's probably thinking maybe this positivity is just making me push them away. Like forced positivity is like pushing them away, because we see Jax and Pomni go like went into the distance, and also the rest of the game went to the distance, and basically it tells that Ragatha has like no other friends left, which I think, did I ever see her like befriending? I mean, she did talk to the gang at most, but I don't think they can consider friends. But and yeah, that's where Ragatha is like pretty much losing her sanity bit by bit, and pretty upset. And I feel for her, so I kind of wonder what's gonna be the next episode is gonna be about it. Basically, because this episode is basically Ragatha and especially Jax, okay? And the next episode will be about Jax. And also, I kind of wonder what Jax's friend has. Like, what did he do? Like, he used to have friends, but not anymore. And basically, people are pointing out the intermission where Jax opens the door. There's the frog character on the door, and which really pretty much tells me, like, Jax is just stopped there and realizes maybe that's what one of his friends, but I don't know. But we have to wait and see. But yeah, because it explained a little bit in this episode, but we don't have the clear answer. But yeah, so yeah, guys, that's pretty much Ragatha, and also probably Jax as well. Yeah, we gotta focus on Jax in the next episode, so there's that. So, but I kind of worry about Ragatha, so yeah. And basically, as for Jax, like this part right there, right here. Pardon me. And hold up, there he is, and right there. I stopped at the wrong time. Okay. So yeah, Jack's stopping there, meaning that is that his actual friend, his only friend, mind you. Yeah, right there, the frog character. Kind of wonder why it went down because this is because the reason why this is big eye mystery right there is because it cuts off to Kane. Yeah, so that really doesn't mean it means anything, right? So yeah. Well, in many ways, guys. And again, for Ragatha, again, she's not abusive, okay? She's just pretty much kind of frustrated, but not in a malice way. She's kind of like trying her best. She's not abusive or anything. And hell, even then, if you calling Jax a saint is like literally a far cry, man. Yeah, calling Ragatha abusive, that means you're so out of touch. And I kind of really dislike how the internet nowadays pretty much like judge a female character does anything harmless and they gets ridiculed for it. Well, I'm not saying Ragatha is yelling is harmless. No. It's just saying when female characters did this one thing that isn't meant to be malice, they get ridiculed for it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. And overall, I just want to talk about what's going to happen to Ragatha. And no, she is not abusive character, okay? So far, Ragatha's character is pretty much good and realistic, okay? And Jax, I still like Jax, but he's still an asshole, okay? But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Sub, a good comment. As always, I'll see you next time. The next vids. Peace out.